Hello everyone, this is Earth Archives. Nowadays, everyone is accustomed to having a turkey dinner on the Thanksgiving family gathering table. Although some people choose to give up this habit due to inflation, but why is turkey the star of the Thanksgiving dinner table? Let's find out together today. Before the show starts, please subscribe, share, and turn on the little bell. This will help us grow faster. Without further ado, the show begins. Thanksgiving, the feast of feasts, where turkey reigns supreme on the dinner table. But why exactly is that? Well, let's carve into the juicy details of this delicious tradition. Now, picture this. It's the 17th century, and the Pilgrims have just landed on the shores of what would become Plymouth, Massachusetts. They've weathered harsh winters, worked the land, and finally, it's time to celebrate the harvest with a big ol' shindig. But what's on the menu? Well, the Pilgrims were certainly no strangers to the turkey. These plump birds were abundant in the wild and made for a hearty feast. Plus, they were pretty darn tasty. Now, fast forward a few centuries, and Thanksgiving has become a national holiday, celebrated with all the trimmings, mashed potatoes, green bean casserole, and of course, pumpkin pie. But the turkey remains the star of the show, a nod to those early settlers who first put it on the menu. But here's the kicker. It wasn't until the mid-19th century that turkey really solidified its place as the Thanksgiving main course. Before that, folks were chowing down on everything from goose to oysters. But thanks to savvy marketing and the rise of poultry farming, turkey became the bird of choice for Thanksgiving dinner. First Thanksgiving, no turkey on the table. Well, according to the historical record, the Pilgrims and Wampanoag people did indeed gather for a harvest celebration in late 1621. But when it comes to what they actually ate, the details get a bit fuzzy. Colonist Edward Winslow's account of the event mentions venison, fish, shellfish, corn, and other veggies, but there's no explicit mention of turkey. Sure, there may have been some fowl served, but that could have easily referred to ducks or geese rather than our feathered friend, the turkey. Now, don't get me wrong, turkeys were definitely strutting around the region back then. Governor William Bradford himself noted the abundance of wild turkeys around the time of the feast. And thanks to Spanish explorers, who brought these gobblers from Mexico and Central America to Europe in the 1500s, the Pilgrims likely knew what turkeys were. So, did they feast on turkey during that historic meal? It's certainly possible. After all, turkeys are easy to hunt and can feed a crowd. By the time George Washington declared a day of national Thanksgiving in 1789, turkey was already making its way onto dinner tables across America. So, while the first Thanksgiving might not have been a turkey palooza, these majestic birds were certainly strutting their stuff on the menu of early American feasts. Mother of Thanksgiving popularizes turkey. The tale of Thanksgiving's transformation from a humble harvest celebration to a feast fit for a king, or should I say, a turkey. Enter Sarah Josepha Hale, the literary powerhouse behind the modern Thanksgiving we know and love. This trailblazing writer and editor, also known as the Mother of Thanksgiving, had a vision, and boy, did she make it happen. In her 1827 novel Northwood, Hale painted a vivid picture of Thanksgiving celebrations across New England, complete with all the trimmings. But she didn't stop there. As editor of Godey's Lady's Book, she used her platform to champion the idea of a national Thanksgiving holiday, pulling out all the stops to sway politicians and the public alike. And her efforts paid off big time. By 1854, more than 30 states and territories were holding their own Thanksgiving commemorations. But Hale wasn't done yet. She had her sights set on something bigger, a national holiday to bring the entire country together in gratitude. Enter President Abraham Lincoln. In 1863, he made it official, declaring the last Thursday in November as Thanksgiving Day. And what's a Thanksgiving feast without turkey? Thanks to Hale's persuasive prose, turkey became the star of the show, taking center stage alongside a veritable smorgasbord of culinary delights. Sure, Bradford's original text didn't explicitly mention turkey at the Pilgrims' table, but Hale wasn't about to let historical accuracy get in the way of a good story. She spun tales of lavish Thanksgiving feasts, complete with every animal imaginable, straight out of a fairy tale. So, the next time you sit down to enjoy your Thanksgiving turkey, give thanks to Sarah Josepha Hale for dreaming up the holiday feast of our dreams. Today's turkey varieties. Back in the 18th and 19th centuries, farmers were already getting into the turkey game, but it was the 20th century that saw a poultry revolution like no other. With the rise of industrialized agriculture, farmers began breeding turkeys like they were going out of style, selecting for bigger breasts and faster growth rates. Enter the broad-breasted white, the rock star of the turkey world. With its meaty physique and pristine white feathers, no dark spots here, thank you very much. This breed became the poster child for Thanksgiving dinners everywhere. Fast forward to today, and turkey's a big business. I'm talking 210 million turkeys raised on over 2,500 farms across the good old US of A, and come Thanksgiving Day, Americans are gobbling up more than 46 million of those birds. Talk about a turkey takeover. But it's not just about the numbers. Thanks to conservation efforts, wild turkeys are making a comeback, strutting their stuff in suburban neighborhoods across New England. So how did the turkey become the star of the show? Well, it's a little something called cultural advocacy meets technological innovation. With advances in freezing and shipping, turkeys went from a regional delicacy to a national obsession. But let's not forget the economic and ecological factors at play. Turkeys were a sensible choice for hunters and farmers alike, offering up a hearty meal with minimal effort. In the end, it's a tale of tradition, technology, and a whole lot of tasty turkey. And while the Thanksgiving table may look a little different each year, one thing's for sure: the turkey will always be the star of the show. This is Earth Archives. See you in the next episode.